everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studios. Thought I'd hop on and show you my latest project. Number one, first of all, you all know that I save packing paper like crazy. I hoard it. Anything that comes in a box with wadded up paper, I straighten it all out and and I fold it up like this and store it. And I use it for so many different things. Backing on tags, an ephemera, in lieu of like coffee dyed paper or whatever. I really use this packing paper a lot. So my latest project, well, my last video, let's go back. My last video, I showed you how I cut up, stored, and organized my cardboard. Let me show you. So here's a whole bunch of it. And I've even got some already made into covers, put together. So basically, we're gonna kind of combine my usage of packing paper and make a cover with one of these pieces of cardboard, and and then show you the kind of a new technique that I've been watching on some YouTube videos where people are like doing stamp collaging and whatever. Anyways, so I made one like this. Let me move this stuff. So here's one that's made already. Okay, and this is I think it's a 8 3/4. Let me see. Yeah, 8 3/4 by a little over 6, like 6 1/8 or something, because my journals are usually 8 1/2 by 11 papers folded in half, and I do print borderless, so I don't have to trim any white space off, so they fit in here perfectly. And this is what I wanted to show you. And then I used packing paper, and I had some leftovers, so I showed you last time how I cut tags and cards out of the cardboard. So I just grabbed a couple, and in this one I made a journaling card, and this one is a tag, probably like this. Looks like it's well, it was made out of something different, but so I cover the part that was on the box, and you use the back side for writing. And then I had another piece that was about this long and kind of odd, so I just cut it in half and folded it like little faux envelopes. So I will use these in this journal, whatever I decide to do with this journal. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to put this aside, put these aside until later, and we get to do some of the fun stuff now. So here's a piece of packing paper, and just looking, I have a journal cover here. It's a cornflakes box, and if I use that, and then I would have something to make a tag or ephemera here. So I think I'm going to cut this paper right here, and it'll give us a little bit smaller piece to work with, and it'll go a little bit quicker. So okay, so this piece I'm going to go ahead and put away. And we're going to work just on this piece. So basically, I did Mod Podge the outside of that cover. So I want to make sure that I use inks when I stamp that are waterproof, like the StazOns, Mementos, archival inks. So I pulled out I don't have a lot of stamps and whatever, but I do have these that are like acrylic and some odd stamps here. And then I have some wooden stamps right here that I thought we could use. So basically, let's start with some of these. Let's maybe start with Let's move these real quick. I'm going to start with this one. And let's pick a, maybe we'll do black. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. I just stamp everywhere all over it. And the thing with when you stamp is you really should hold your stamp on your paper for a few seconds so that the ink can get absorbed into the paper. So how is everybody today? I actually got to go in the pool today for a little while. Sully, the puppy, loves the pool, so the minute I said, "You want to go swimming?" he was whining until I got my suit on and could take him out to go in the pool. For those that don't know, he's just he's a Havanese. So he's a small dog, and when I first took him in, I had a life jacket for him. Now he likes, you know, the long floats, like your body floats or whatever. Well, if one of those are anywhere near the edge of the pool, he'll just hop in on one of those. And then I'm not sure that he would have the energy to swim all the way around the pool, but if I put him in about a third of the way from the stairs, he can get over there and get out. So I do keep a stamp off paper. So, okay, so let's pick a different color to continue. I really like these archival inks. I like this green, and I have this stamp that's like a little wildflower kind of thing. So let's try that and see how that comes out. Oh, pretty. And what we're going to do is totally cover this in stamps. Now, I do want to make a couple that go off the paper, so I'm just going to kind of go like this. So you'll see in a little bit, this will just fill up with stamps. Okay. Okay, so let's use, I used black, blue, and green on the other one. But let's maybe see if we can add some red. This stays on. We'll see if this red is juicy enough to work for us. And let's do butterflies. What do you think? I don't know. Let's see how it'll work. Oh, very pretty. Looks like I'm dropping out the bottom corner on a couple of them, so I have to make sure that I push a little harder on those. Let's okay. That's really cool. All right, let's see. I do have my purple ink out, but let's get rid of that one. Let's try the purple. And I have this, let me see what I got. What if we use the script stamp? I don't know if this, I don't know. Let's try it. We'll see what happens. Oh, that looks good. I'll just turn it in all different directions. Pretty cool. And I'm going to use the other side so it's not the same rating all the way around. Okay, let's see. And maybe something right here. Okay. See how it's starting to fill up? Let's go back to the black. And let's get some little dots in here, I think. Let's see. Let's see, Stampin' Up! 1997. I don't know what half these stamps are, where they came from. I usually buy stuff on sale, so I wouldn't have the foggiest idea. You know, who made them, the name of them, anything like that, so. Oh, I like it. I'm liking it. Okay. these. Stampers Anonymous, Tim Holtz. I know that I use a couple of these when I stamp on fabric, but what if we use look, some of these I haven't even used. Ugh. Here's a number stamp. Let's do that. Let me get a I love it. Then what if, let's see what I have more numbers, and then I don't want to put condemn. That's kind of scary to do that. Let's check out this round one. See what this one does. Where's my let's try it. We'll see. I've not used that one yet, so oh, I like that too. Okay. And then I have a couple other designed ones and letter ones that I think we could use. Okay, so I have this designed one and I'm kind of thinking that I want to do blue. So let's put the black away and let's do the archival blue. And this is Studio G, Katie and Company. It does have a label on it, so. Oh, I like it. Now I'm going to turn this paper around and just take a look. Looks pretty good. Okay, I think I have these little letters, and I'm thinking that I might want to put some letters on there. So let's try. Let's do black though, because I don't know, just because. Okay, so we'll do a Y, and I'm just gonna put it in different places here. Okay, let's pick a different one. Something about the O might be a good one. And I don't know if you have a lot of different stamps, or what your you know, what your style is, or preference, your design style. I have pretty limited supplies for kind of mixed media type stuff. Let's try a question mark. That might be kind of fun, huh? If I can get it out. Anyways, but look at all the different things you can use with just limited supplies, really. A lot of these, like, I'm sure I got this Hero, I think it says Hero Arts Crafts. I'm sure I got those at Michael's, or it had to be on sale, because I don't usually buy stuff that's full price. I think that's good. Enough for the letters. Oh, I'm putting them in upside down. Well, I'll fix them after. Okay, I think I have a stamp that's like speckles. So let me see if I have that in here. Yeah, that one could be fun too. Let's use this one as well. And I thought it had, oh, here it is. This one. So this one, this is leaves. So let me use this green and put a few of these on here. I think these would be kind of pretty to fill in some spaces, like I see, yeah, some empty spaces here, and this would be a good fill-in. Oh, that's pretty. Let's make them go, some go a different direction. So basically, you get the idea. I'm just using all different stamps. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. When you make a cover out of this, basically it can be the theme of this, or, I mean, whatever you add to it. This could just be simply a background. And you don't have to use this as a cover. You could just make it all as bases for tags or journal cards. Let's see. There's these spaces over here. I could use some here. Okay, I like that, adding that on there, that green. But it sure looks like missing some right there. So let's do one right there. Okay. All right, now let's go back to the black and we'll do speckles and we may be done. Oh, I'm getting it all over my hands. I rarely use gloves in here, whether it's permanent ink or not. The way I see it, I'm an artist. If people don't get it, oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna just open this up and I'm gonna do a bunch on the sides. See, it looks like splatter. And then the only thing that you have to remember is that when you go to put it as, if you're going to make a cover right away, this ink does have to dry just a little bit, and it won't smear as long as you make sure that it's dry. You can't do this and then Mod Podge with like Distress inks, because they will smear. Well, by golly, I think we got it. Okay. Okay, so while this dries, I'm going to put my stamps away, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I've got everything put away, and this is our paper. And the next thing that I want to do is I want to cut a piece that's gonna fit a cover. And so we have our cover here, okay, already figured out. So I'm going to turn this over. And let's just knowing that this will be the front side. That looks pretty good. So let's just turn it and see. See, now on this way, all the butterflies are upside down. So let's use this side. So with that in mind, I'm going to lay this out and I'm going to cut it right here. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to glue this down, but I want to make these a little even, and then I can use the strip, put some double-sided tape on it, and I can use it as a kind of a faux washi. So we don't want to throw it away. But if I didn't cut it, it would just get folded over and wasted. And this way, look at that. Pretty cool. Okay, and for this, what I did on the other one, and I'll do it on this one, is I need a squeegee. I need a brush. I use a silicone brush here. And I use my tacky glue. So I'm going to get my mat out so that I don't get glue all over everything. Okay. So now I want to clean this glue off because I'm going to put my paper down now, and I don't want the outside of it to stick to the mat, get glue all over it. Okay, now we know that this is the front bottom because I marked it. So I'm going to take this and lay it on there. Like this. And then I usually use my squeegee. We're going to turn it over. This paper is packing paper, so it is thin and it wrinkles. I mean, if you notice, it wrinkles. And we don't care a lot about the wrinkles. But I try to get as many as I can, make sure there's no air bubbles in it if I can help it. It really does push the glue. And it pushes the glue right out to the edges. You want to be careful because this paper is so thin, this packing paper, that you can gouge it pretty easy. So even though I'm putting some pressure on it, I'm trying to be very careful that I don't gouge it. Okay, and if there's some wrinkles, that's fine. So now I want to pick it up, and where any glue seeped out, we're going to clean that off our mat, and then lay it back here and get this glue right here. Okay, and then okay. Okay, the next step is we're going to put our corners in, and for that I'm going to use this where I have a thinner line of tacky glue. You can use whatever you want for this, but I find that it works good if I just put a thin line, and then I want to try to make this kind of a 90-degree angle here when I put it down, and I'm going to do all 4 corners. Okay, now we want this to see, this is going to fold down like this. So I want this to go up under there so it's got a nice corner. And then once we do that and we tuck that in, we can then put this down. And then we can, any edges that are sticking up, we don't have to worry too much about. We want to make sure it's fairly secure to the front. But remember, this is the inside, and we're going to cover the inside. When we make our journal, we'll cover it with a paper that matches the theme of the journal that we're making. Okay, so we have our cover on. Look at that. It's pretty nice. Okay, the next step. Next step is to seal this. And so you can Mod Podge it, which is what I use, is the Mod Podge. But when I make fabric paper, I use a watered down Mod Podge. And I have that right here. It's a watered down Mod Podge. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. I want to stir it. You can also use like PVA glue or white glue or whatever, because it'll dry as well. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna go right to all the edges and make sure it's totally covered. We just want to totally cover this, and you can do multiple coats of this. This will really stiffen this paper up quite a bit, make it pretty sturdy. Honestly, if you use straight Mod Podge, you probably only need one coat. But because I use the watered down, because I have it, and I'd like to use it up, I might use 2 coats on it or something. But it does have to dry, and it takes, I don't know, a couple hours really to dry thoroughly. Okay, let's just make sure we got it all. I really like this cover. It came out pretty good. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, then I'm going to take this cover and I'm going to lay it up on my shelf so it can dry. We have this leftover paper. So I'm gonna pick a couple of tags or journaling cards, see what'll fit on here. Oh wow. I don't know if I can get another. Oh yeah, I could do a journaling card there as well. And then another tag maybe. My tuna cans. I'm looking for something a little, like maybe that size, a little thinner. Because if I do that, then I have another piece right here. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll make 2 tags and 2 journaling cards. Okay. And we can do this with our tacky glue here. Find my brush. I'm gonna see if I can try and stay on camera. Sheesh. Okay. I have a real problem because I record this on my phone, and it's like, you know, right up here, and I have to adjust it, and I can't see in the lens to see if I'm on camera. Kind of a haphazard stand I use. So I'm going to put this as close as I can to the edges, like that. It's funny because I was thinking when I was making these things that you can tell all the food I eat or that we eat in our house by my cardboard. Yes, we eat Crispix. And my addiction is a lemon ice, and it has to be a particular brand. I don't buy Luigi's, I buy Lindy's. Just because it's icy. The Luigi's is, I don't know, when I go to eat it, it almost like it gets foamy or something. I don't know, it's just weird for me. So I'm particular, and I don't like all flavors of Italian ice. I just like the lemon. Okay. And let's see, this is buttered microwave popcorn, which I mix. So I make air popped and then a bag of the buttered, and I mix them together. I'm kind of a popcorn fanatic. I have been known, I don't know if I ever said this on any of my other videos, when I was younger, and I would still now actually, pre-COVID. That wasn't that young, but I have been known to go to the movie theater and go in and buy popcorn and leave, like not to go to the movies, just to get the popcorn. So, I know, crazy, huh? Okay, we just got to put the last tag on, and then we can cut them out. Now we can go ahead and cut these out. Well, what I want to do is cut this strip off first, so let's get as close as we can to here. See, and then that gives us another strip. Kind of cute, huh? Like a craft tag, sort of, but it, you know, to use it for a background for a tag. Nice. Now, in the beginning, remember I cut that piece of packing paper in half, and this is what I got out of it. But if I had kept it all one piece and just stamped all on it, which I didn't really want to do on camera because that would have taken forever. I guess I could have sped it up, but anyways, if I had kept it all in one piece, I would have had a lot more paper. I could have either made another journal cover or made some faux envelopes like the other one I did. but I cut it particularly so we could get it totally stamped without, you know, and do it within our time frame. So this cover is drying, but I'll show you how and all of these I covered the fronts, so the ones that had a picture or, you know, brand information on it, that's the part we covered. So the backs are all ready to be written on, and they are a matte back because it's the inside of cardboard. And the last thing I do is I usually take my corner rounder and I will round the corners. And I don't usually decorate these because I don't know what journal they're going to go in. So they go in my pile of things that need to be finished. But what I will do is keep them with the cover that matches, because I'm sure that I will use them in that journal. I'm just not sure what that theme is going to be, so. Okay. Okay, so now we have tags in our cards, and the last thing I wanted to show you is I need to get my double-sided tape down. So I've got some, this I'll put in my scrap bag, but these here, I can put some double, oh, I got a little bit of glue on here. Okay, so these here I can put double-sided tape on, and I think I can get a wide one. Oh dear, 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 dear. That went off the edge. I'm trying to hold it right along the edge part. Okay. I actually could get another one this size, I think. So let's do that. Okay. So let me slit this and trim it out, and I'll show you how it's going to look. Okay, so we've got some washi tape. How cool is that? Faux washi tape, anyways, that we should be able to I have a envelope that I put this in, and then we ended up with 2 tags, 2 journaling cards, and let me see if I can pull our cover down just so you can look at that again. It's still drying, but there's our cover. Pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you try it yourself. This is going to make a beautiful journal cover. Look. Just beautiful. Anyways, if you have a minute, and you could subscribe to my channel, that helps me grow. Hit the bell if you want to get notified when I put up new content, upload a new video, and like the video if you enjoyed it and maybe you learned something, or you want to leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video, everybody. Bye.